Hello guys, welcome in W3 School India channel. So guys, basically today topic is HTML CSS. In a previous video we had already seen about the internal CSS as well as the inline CSS. So basically these three all are as types of a CSS. What is the purpose of a inline CSS using internal CSS and what is the external CSS? We had already seen in the previous video what the purpose of a inline as well as the internal CSS. So on this lecture, we are going to learn about the external CSS and how to use the external CSS. So basically, here some definition is given. You can see the external style set is used to define the styles for many HTML pages. Just we can take one examples over here. Just assume we have a multiple HTML pages. So we have to make a CSS on entire of the pages, means all of the HTML pages. So which CSS we have to use? Inline CSS is for specific elements of HTML, and the internal CSS is only for a specific means of only one single HTML pages. We have to use in the head section style elements. In the style element, we have to make a some CSS, but in the external CSS, we have to just create a one extra CSS file, another CSS files, and the CSS files will contain entire of the HTML pages into a single CSS page. Means by the help of a single CSS page, we can easily make a design on entire of the HTML pages. So the use of external CSS to add the links in the hash sections. So here's some example is given. You can see over here, guys. We can also try it. So you can see over here. Uh, how to create means how to create a external CSS and how to link the both of the folders means both of the files. So here is given in the head section we have to use a link tag. In the link tag has been there is a array relay attributes as well as means href attributes. So href attributes, guys, basically contains the location and the name of the CSS file. So the style.css is a file of name of the files. What is we had created in the folders means a style.css. So on this folder, we had already make some changes like we have to give the h1 elements like a blue colors and the background colors. We have to give any of the means any of what are you displaying over here. So these are CSS is these properties of a CSS is and already exist in the style.css. So basically, how to create? So let's begin. Taking some real demo by creating. So I have some VS Code you can see over here. In this folder, I'm going to create some HTML files like HTML external external.html. So here I had created some external.html basic structure has given already in. So just I am going to take one h1 elements as well as the p elements. So in the p elements, this is a head, this is a paragraph, guys. So you can see over here, this is a paragraph, and h1 this is a heading elements. Sorry guys, this is a heading elements. So just take where since you can see, guys, if I will going to run on the browsers, this you can see over here, I'm going to copy the path and running over here. So you can see our output is displaying like this. This is a heading and this is a paragraph. So what we have to make, like we have to make changes on this h1 elements as well as p. So just we have to we are using the internal CSS. So we have to create another CSS folder. So over here you can see I'm going to create another CSS folder. So what is the name? Style.css. You can take any of the name, like I've taken style, so you can also take your names like abc.css or anything. So on this how to link, you can see over here I create external.html as well as a style.css. So now what I have to do, basically, guys, we have to just bind the data, means we have to make a connection between the HTML page as well as the CSS page. So how what we have to do? So we have to for that we have to use a link elements. So you can see I wrote over here link and elements. In the link elements, we have to here is a two attributes of a link, rel as well as a href. So href is contains the locations, means the name of the folders, means CSS folders. So we have to do it over here. Like here you can see I'm going to take some location. In my folder there is a two folders like external.html and the style.css. So I have to link to the external.html to CSS. So I have to wrote over here style.css. Now guys, I have to like make some changes on the h1 elements as well as the p elements. So like I'm going to take a basic defense. So just I have to call the elements names like h1. So just I have to make some text color like orange or anything. Like I'm going to take a orange ff720, and I'm going to save over here. You can see as well as saving the external CSS files, and I'm going to run and on the browsers you can see h1 elements is had been changed the colors. So basically, yeah, I hope you will understand how to make some connection between the external HTML as well as style CSS files. So over here you can see I make a connection between the HTML page as well as CSS file. So I have to make some changes like P elements. So I can also do changes in the P elements. So you can see over here, I'm going to make some changes of P elements as a background color. So background color, I needed like a black. So I have to use the black, and I'm going to take a text color like a white. So you can see I'm going to save as well as I'm going to run on a browser. So you can see the paragraph elements has been text color is the white as well as the black color is the background color is the black. So I hope guys you will understand how to connect the HTML pages to the CSS. So you can for that we have to use the link. So you can see here's a syntax is given a link. In the link elements there is a two attributes real as well as href. The href will contain the location of locations as well as the file names. You can see here this is a attribute specific. You can see over here this is a attribute specific. URLs of the links resources URLs can be absolute to relative. So I hope guys you will understand what is the internal CSS and how to use the internal CSS. So here I had created already HTML style.css. You can see if I'm going to copy this one, this code and going to paste and CSS file. So you can see Control all, and I'm going to save this. So you can see our result is actual the same. You can see our result is same. This one as well as this one. So guys, I hope you will understand what is the internal inline CSS, internal CSS as well as the external CSS, and these all guys are some properties and the means some properties of a CSS and the values. So you can also use from our website plugins. So I hope guys you will understand what is the how to link the internal files as well as the inline